This is Action Sports Jax First and 10 Training Camp, sponsored by Farah & Farah, the exclusive personal injury law firm of the Jaguars.
Yeah, they made me go get some snacks for the for the wide receiver room. It was a lot of stuff. It was like $400 worth of snacks. Ooh. Just snacks.
Well, that's a hefty bill there. There's a price to pay for being a rookie in the NFL. That wide receiver room likes their snacks. BTJ making grocery store runs. Hopefully he's making end zone runs too. Hello and welcome to First and 10 Training Camp, everybody. I'm Brent Martineau. A couple of days away from the first game, so that's exciting for everyone. Camp is camp, and by this point, everyone is ready for some football under the lights. We'll get it on CBS 47 Saturday. The Jags are getting ready to welcome the Super Bowl champs to town. Well, let's be honest, they're not really prepping and game planning for those Chiefs. In the preseason, you're more worried about yourself than the other team. The Jags plan to play their starters for a couple of series. The Chiefs plan to do the same, which means we will see Patrick Mahomes for a little bit this weekend. The transition from the practice field to the stadium field is not always easy for the younger players. We have seen many players over the years look like stars in practice and falter under the lights. The Jags try to simulate it the best they can, but practice is not like a game. New defensive coordinator Ryan Nielsen is confident in the players he's putting out there.
Huge, just playing, from college to the National Football League. I mean, there's a big jump. We treat everything every day like it's a game day. So we try to curve that first experience for them to be like, okay, it's really not that fast. Hey, fellas, it's still football, and it's 11 on 11, and we're playing the same blocks and things like that. So it kind of slows down for them.
It is kind of fast, though. Can't imagine we'll see a lot of wrinkles from Nielsen's defense on Saturday. Very vanilla. The Jaguars trying to get healthy. Cooper Hodges, rookie Keelan Robinson doing some individual drills, but not full go for practice. The quote of the day was Nielsen saying the recently released depth chart is etched in sand, not stone. And remember when the offensive play was alarming at the start of camp? That has settled down. Trevor and company have been steady the last week and a half or so. The most talked about group in any camp outside of the QB is the wide receivers. Those are the highlight guys in practice. The Jags have plenty of options at wide receiver. And how about Gabe Davis and Brian Thomas Jr.? How are they going to fit? That's a big curiosity. Both can go get it down the field. That will be the expectation. Thomas, the rookie out of LSU, has not wowed at camp. He's been slowly building to his first game in the NFL.
Just to be back in the end zone, get a good catch like that. But I mean, just going out there each and every day, playing my hardest. I feel like it's been pretty good. Just coming out here each and every day, trying to do my best, put my best foot forward and work hard each and every day, get better. But I feel like it's been going pretty good, pretty smooth.
Well, remember some of the best moments from Jamal Agnew? They came in the return game. He was dynamic in a Jags uniform. A couple of memorable moments the last few years like that one. Well, this year's Jamal Agnew is Devin Duvernay. He and Agnew mentioned over the last few years as two of the best in the return game in the NFL. Duvernay also should play some offensive snaps. The kickoff return is one of the things to watch this preseason with the new rules. Action Sports Jax Marcel Robinson catching up with Duvernay, who hopes to use the play as a weapon in this season.
It's been going well. It's been going well. Definitely had got to hydrate a little more, but it's been going well. Practice has been going well. Has been hot, has been humid, sweating a lot, but it's part of it. Get to run around and play football.
Fairly new to the room, but not new to the game. Talk about the wide receiver room. You and Gabe and Kirk. Got a couple of Texas guys in there to talk about just the general consensus of what you feel that you guys have in the room.
Yeah, no, I feel great about it. I feel like I was just saying, we have a lot of guys with different skill sets, speed, size, downfield threats, run after the catch, route running. I feel like we got, guys that do a lot of different things,
Talking about what guys can do. Everybody we talk to says that you can go. You want to speed guys. As a matter of fact, Ron Darby said you might be the fastest guy on the team, which is saying something. That's a track guy giving it to somebody else, man. Let's talk about what you bring to this team, what you bring to this room, and just your dynamic playmaking ability that you can add to this offense, and not even just offense, special teams.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like you said, speed, downfield threat. I feel like I can, help this team, majorly in that way. Playmaking ability, screen game, maybe run game. Just getting the ball in my hands. I feel like those are, kind of my strong suits. Get the ball in my hands and, just get rolling, use my speed, my athleticism to, make something happen.
You talk about something new to the table. The NFL is doing that with the kickoffs. You've had a chance to see it and practice a little bit. Just what are your thoughts in just the new kickoff, and is that, I guess, more of a benefit for someone like yourself?
I definitely think it'll be a benefit. excited to see how it'll all play out. Yeah, and I think it'll be more plays, more explosive plays, more opportunities for us returners. Those teams, no one's gonna complain about. Be able to have a chance to help a team out, because as of past couple of years, it's kind of been dying out, touchback after touchback, but kind of bring some more relevance to it, and I'm excited about it.
For someone like yourself, this game coming up against the Chiefs on Saturday is huge, not just to be able to kind of get on the grass and get acclimated, but this is going to be the first time you're going to have a chance to sort of experiment with that new kickoff in a game situation. How important is that for you?
Real important, get a feel for it. So, week one's not the first time I'm, doing it. But yeah, get a feel for it. I think it's real important. I'm excited about it. I think it'll be cool. It'll be cool, man, to just, fill it out. And like I said, I'm trying to get to know all the guys too, the guys that are going to be helping me get to the end zone, bust out a big return, and get a feel for them as we play this first game.
It'll be fun to watch, and we'll see what they can do with Devin Duvernay. Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. You can find the Brent and Austin Show and much more each and every day, and that includes tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. is the Brent and Austin Show. We'll have more Jags coverage, of course, and some Florida State coverage. More on that in just a moment or two. A couple of Jags players, well, how about this right now? Stop by the Flex Field after practice to reconnect with their alma mater. We will talk Florida State Seminoles in Jacksonville today. That story is coming up next. And this is the fun part of camp. Cool moments like this for the kids. Trevor making a little guy's day earlier today.
When you think sports, you think Action Sports Jax, the official station of the Jaguars, on location for every game. But the most experienced team in town doesn't stop there. From high school football to the big events in the area, Action Sports Jax is always on. Now, we take that to a new level. Action Sports Jax 24/7 is around-the-clock coverage of the teams you love and the moments you can't miss. The best local sports in Jacksonville on Action Sports Jax 24/7.
You're watching Action Sports Jax, 1st and 10, Training Camp. Sponsored by Farrah & Farrah, the exclusive personal injury law firm of the Jaguars.
I got you up and out of bed, Florida State fans, don't I? It's a Mike Norvell tradition in August. Stop by Jacksonville for a couple of practices to change the scenery for the players in a long camp. Welcome back to 1st and 10 Training Camp. I'm Brent Martineau. The Noles getting an early jump on this season because of a game in Ireland in a couple of weeks. So they've been getting after things for the last couple of weeks here in this summer camp. This trip to Jacksonville usually is at UNF, 2 days of practice on a quiet backfield on campus. Well, those plans changed today because of the rain. So the Noles called an audible and practiced at the Flex Field at Daly's Place. Action Sports Jax Olivia Tassel was there.
Quite the treat for Seminoles players for their first practice here in Jacksonville. College and NFL worlds collided as they had their first practice inside the Flex Field. And it's really just a hop, skip, and a jump away from where former players are now suiting up for their new team.
I mean, it was great getting to see Jarian and, Ronald Darby came over, and it was just special. They had two great Seminoles, and J-Dub is just, he's one of my all-time favorites. And, for him to come by and just to see the smile on his face, watching the guys practice, once a Nole, always a Nole.
What's it like to see Jarian in black and teal now as opposed to garnet and gold? Is it cool to see him in these elements?
Absolutely, and, it's all part of the journey which we talk about. Guy was able to come here, built himself to being a great player, great defensive back at the collegiate level, had great success, and then you see the dream become a reality, and that's something that really means a lot. It does bring great joy to my heart just seeing these guys taking that next step.
While Mike Norvell usually prides this trip on getting out in the elements, the only element these players had to fight through was the fact that the AC was turned off inside the Flex Field, a move Coach made before the first whistle. Looking back at it though, the Seminoles may have wanted the AC turned on because they start their season across the Atlantic, playing in Ireland, where it feels more like Florida winter than Florida summer. Kickoff temperature should be around 60 degrees for the Seminoles to start their season. Inside the Flex Field, I'm Olivia Tasley, Action Sports Jax.
They will be back at UNF, by the way, in the morning. It's not open to the public. Got some NFL, a little college conversation. Well, let's talk some high school ball next. Would you believe kickoff classics are 9 days away? The story of one area team coming up next. And I'm not sure you'll see Patrick Mahomes do this on Saturday. He is fun to watch. How about a little behind the back to Isaiah Pacheco? Some of the wizardry of the best QB in the game. Action Sports Jax Primetime.
Saturday at 10:30 on Fox 30.
You're watching Action Sports Jax, 1st and 10, Training Camp. Sponsored by Farah & Farah, the exclusive personal injury law firm of the Jaguars.
You know, especially it's hard to do it in your hometown, too.
Right.
You know, and I probably needed those experiences to have a lot of success, to win, you know, all those games and go to the state semis in year 3.
Latest episode of After the Game is out. Jamie Rogers from Bradford High School joined Josh Baker, Kevin Sullivan. You can find it on Action Sports Jax 24/7 network this Friday or anytime on our YouTube channel, Action Sports Jax. Year 4 for the Tokoi Creek Toros. That means the original class of freshmen are now graduating. Quite a journey for those kids in the football program. It doesn't take long to get competitive in St. Johns County. The Toros have been just that and feel good about this year's squad. We caught up with Coach Harbison at the recent High School Media Day.
So this is that freshman class.
Yeah, the first freshman class will graduate this year. The kids that literally built the school. So it's really, really cool to be a part of that.
It is kind of cool. Is there a pride factor in that? Do the kids realize that? Is it something else like maybe you guys talk about more and the parents talk about more? Do the kids sense like, hey, man, we built this thing and now let's leave our mark one more time?
Yeah, and it's been a selling point from the coaching staff and from the community. The parents are super involved, which is awesome. And the kids are starting to believe, like, hey, not even believe in it, but understand, wow, we really did build this. We were freshmen playing on Friday nights that probably had no business playing on Friday nights, and they took their licks, but now they're the ones delivering them, and they're bringing in our new class of freshmen. We're gonna have almost 400 freshmen join our school, not our team.
Yeah. Gosh, you don't want that many.
No, it'd be a great problem to have. But they're owning that kind of leadership role and the pride in it because they did build this school, and leaving a mark now. They've built that leadership structure, and now it's up to them to pass it on to our next group of kids as they funnel through our building.
Watch 4 hours of High School Media Day coverage on the YouTube channel. We also are playing the Media Days the next couple of weekends on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. We already know our games of the week this fall. It'll start with Bradford and Baker County, Week 1, August 23rd. Have a good night.